Okay, now today, if you've been following along, you'll realise that what we've been doing so far in the tutorials in my series Art for the Absolute Beginners, that most of my drawings or tutorials have all been around mainly generic drawings. In that sense, what I mean is, yes, they're rocks, they're trees and bushes and posts and things like that. However, they're only in my head, so they're generic. And it's just to give you a lead into, or a way of doing things. I mean, you know, it's a guide on how to go about drawing these structures that I've been, and objects that I've been doing. But today, in this lesson, what we're going to be doing is, it's going to be something that actually exists. And to be honest, it's something here in my own backyard, and it's just an old gate, or it could have been a door. Actually, I think it was a door that I found. It was actually in a rubbish heap. It was going to a firewood heap, and I looked at it and I thought, "Oh, that ain't going to get burned. I'm taking that home." And it's made out of solid hardwood, and it was I got to say, it was heavy. But anyway, I got it back home, so I'm going to show it to you. And that's what we're going to be working on. That's what we're going to be doing today. Okay, so this is what we're going to be drawing today. Yeah, that was going to be firewood, and I just could not let it, like I said, I couldn't let it get burnt. So there we are. There's the garden here, Anna's garden. Looking very nice. Yeah. Now let's wander back to the studio, which is way over here. There we go. Rusticated art. Right, let's go and get started. About roughly 3 centimetres, you know. Nothing's exact. And I'm not going to use the whole page. We're just going to use a part of it. This is just to keep us on the page, so to speak. Yeah. It pays when you're starting out just to have a parameter or perimeter, something to work in, because it's so easy to get for things to just all of a sudden get out of hand. Alright, now, using this this image, I think what we'll do is we'll just start off, and I'm going to come in freehand and just go like this, and then that come down here, just doing this lightly. Like I said, we're not trying to do an exact replica of the reference, because it's just a guide. It's just a guide to so we can draw something that actually does exist. I'm just going to bring this up a little bit. So we come up here and bring that down, and you find with a lot of reference photos, you'll find that it's very hard to actually, in a lot of cases, see all the detail. So we sort of do have to make it up to a point, which is fine. Now we're going to we'll break it down into sections, into basic sections. So we look at our reference photo is about 26. What have we got here? Well, that's pretty close. Alright. 26, 23. So I want to come 23. Yes, we'll come down about here. Now, that's approximately where this little offset or something's been cut out. There's obviously a rails or something coming through here originally, and this would have been, the gate would have just been hanging off. This would be the post. But anyway, that's all good. Alright, now across the top, we're just going to do the outline first. So I'm going to be turning it around a bit because I'm going to use, I'm just going to draw freehand. This line here is just, as I say, just a guideline to keep everything in. So we're just going to go, it's best to do it by, just do it freehand. Because we don't want straight lines, the same principle applies. And we go back here. So it's sort of just, like I said, we're not trying to do an exact copy of the reference. Those are just there to help. Now here we've got 1, 2, 3, 4 sheet pieces of wood here, or boards. So I'm just going to do the top. It might be a little bit of rubbing around. It's just, we're just starting off here as drawing. I mean, we could have done it as a grid, but I just wanted to do it freehand today. So if you've been following along over the last, well, how long has it been? 4 or 5 weeks? You'll know what we're doing. Okay, now we're going to come down here. Remember, as I said, it's nothing. It's not about getting it exactly right. We're only using this as a guide. All right. So don't worry about making mistakes. Yep. So this here comes down, and there's sort of like just a gap going on here. So we just make that gap there. Down here we've got another hinge, and what we're doing is we're just doing our underdrawing. So we're not doing any detail. We're just laying down the underdrawing. So we come down here, and we come down here because there is a little gap, even though it's pretty well close together, but it's darker there. Just need something to work with. And I'm not doing straight continuous lines because we're doing it freehand. I might just bring that over a bit more. So I sort of keep my hand in the same place, and that helps to keep the lines reasonably straight. And there will be some erasing to do here, because as you can see, we've got over here, we've got a piece that's, I don't know what's happened there, but it's, you know, so we're going to be erasing lines, and that's fine. That's the beauty of drawing with graphite, as far as I'm concerned. I'm going to move that over a little bit, so we can just move things around as we go. Love it. So we'll bring that over a little bit more and bring this out to about there. And they're just light lines because, as I say, there's things to go in here, but we want to just get down our under drawing just so we can see what we've got to actually shade in. Because really all we're doing is drawing our image, and then we're going to go in and colour it in. But we're not going to use colour, we're just going to use graphite. There's sort of like a little thing going on here, which I think would be, yes, that would be what these are attached to. And as you know, I like to just keep things going with the flow, so that'll be like that. Well, let's just got our outline down. I'm reasonably happy with that. Now I'm going to use my ruler only because I want to just keep these lines not so much straight, but just to keep them in proportion. So where the hinges are here, and we're coming across, I'll just show you on me. So we're coming over to the third board, and it's sort of just about a third of the way. You can see that all right? I'll just slide that over a bit. Yeah. So, and we'll just come in here like this, and just draw that over there, oh, and the same there. It's quite a big hinge. And we'll come back and do the detail. Now, the bottom hinge is not so big, so that comes into the second one. Now, where we're here, get it right. Yeah, and now, it appears to be straight here, reasonably straight, but the top one is coming down, and then it's a little round bit like this. Okay. Now over on this side we've got, and it's just above that, so we've got a fork, garden fork. So now I just want to, looks like the handle's been broken away. It's a bit hard to see in here. I do have, see now when you actually, if you're gonna follow along, what I would suggest is do a print this out, and I always do two print out. I do black and white, because sometimes you can pick up a lot more detail in the black and white than what you do in the colour one. It's because you only got, there's two tones, no colour involved. So I find it, quite often I find it a lot easier. So what I do, because I do want to get some of this detail in, of the fork handle, so what I'll do is on my computer, I'll zoom it in, and then I'll either print that off, or I will just look at it on the screen. Okay, just to get a bit more detail. In fact, I think that we might just bring it up on the screen, and just so we can see that. Okay, well, I printed it out. This is the handle, and you can see all the detail here. Now we're not going to try and get all this detail in, but we're going to make it as close as we can to it. So we can see here that this comes down. Sort of like we're just trying to and then I notice the actual handle of the fork is going to come down. It's just, if we sort of think it's just above the hinge. Alright, so we just put a little mark there. Now it would appear that this handle comes down, but it's slightly on an angle. So it's going to sort of come to this point here from there. So we'll just quietly draw that, or we can use a ruler in this case because we can go back over it. So we'll just do it this way for starters, and then we'll go over that line. Okay. And now the fork comes over to this about there, and about halfway there. So yeah, so we'll just get a little line in there just to, and that comes down. It's like it's been, the actual fork's been sort of chopped off halfway or something. It's not the full. And then there's 4 prongs. Yes, you know, normally you'd think that it would come down here, but it only goes to there. So we just divide that into even sections, just like that. And of course it's so this is just the underdrawing, and of course it's a bit more dimensional than just a line. We'll come back to all that. Now we'll just go in and do this line here. Now of course it comes up to about here. I'm going to use a thinner mechanical pencil here, only because I want to actually try and just to get the line. You can see the metal bit here, that the actual fork itself is holding the handle, the wooden handle in place. So you'll see that there is, you can just see the wood. So we sort of want to really do that. Although that's not, it's not that imperative that we do, but I just want to make sure that there's a sort of a defined line there. And yeah, I'll try and do that with this thinner pencil. So we can't really see it, even if I take a little bit of that out with my Tombow. It's getting a little bit finicky really, considering we're not trying to do an exact drawing of the reference photo, but yeah, we'll just see what we can do. Yeah. Now if we look at the top, the handle on the fork, it seemed to have, it's either rotted away or broken away, and the fork, and there's a metal piece going through here. Obviously that's where the rest of the handle was. And then there seems to be, I'm going to make that a little bit smaller there just so we can put a bit in there. It would seem that there's a bolt. There's a bolt there that's actually holding the fork up in place. So we'll won't make that so big, and we'll just do a little circle and the bolt's just going under there, holding it up, and that's like that. And then there's a little hole over here, and there's another, just darken that up a bit, and there's a bolt coming out there. Yeah, we just want to get it sort of, you know, similar. And I'll notice in here there's another little hole going on there. Let's not get too carried away. Now I want to go and do, I'm going to use my HB wood pencil now, and we're going to go over this side, and we're just going to go over the line, over the hinge here. So, and I should be using a bit of, yes, to cover my hand. Alright, so just go along here, and the same here. And we're going to raise as we go, so we won't be seeing that there, and we won't be seeing that there. And it would appear that we have a little screw hole there, and another one just there, one over there, and it looks like there could be one just there. I would say there would be. Now, this here is the actual hinge bit. So that's got a little, we just slowly, just not slowly, but I mean just a little curve. It's not straight across. That will give it the impression that there is about like there'll be a pin going through here, connecting it to this. I want to take that little bit out there, and we'll just go over that. And it sort of slopes down a bit for some reason. And we've got a little screw hole there, one there, and one there. And we'll come down and do this one, which is very much the same, except, well, it's not the same actually, parts of it are, but it's a different kind of hinge. Now this one has got little round bits. This is where you start doing the detail. Like that. And you just take your time. Pause when you have to. And it seems to be like, I'm just going to do, but it seems like it's been pressed, or I'll show you what I mean. It's got an edge to it, like, so just go along here, just gently. Just take your time. And then there seems to be in here too. And there is a screw hole, and there's got to be one there. In here. Alright. Take that little line out. I don't know if you can see that line. Okay, so we've got our hinges in place. Basically what we've got at this stage is we're at We've done our, oh hang on, I know what we've got to do. We've done our, it's about there. I want to get this in. I'll go back to my mechanical. And this one is, this one here's the 05. It's an HP 05, 0.5 lead in it. I say lead, but you know, they're not. They're graphite. I want to take, oh no, that comes over here. So it finishes off about there. I'm going to use my ruler just to get this sort of in perspective in a sense. And that's about there. Comes over here. And then it's sort of broken off. So we don't have to get it perfect, but we'll get it so it's similar. Now I'm just going to go in here with my pencil, freehand, draw that. It's going behind that, and we'll take out that little bit there. So anything there and there. Alright. So that's our underdrawing. So the next process, part of the process, will be to put in our grain, our little distortions, and you know, we'll make it look really nice.